Okay guys, let's start. Today's lesson is solids, and our objective is to identify solids, parts of solids, and skew line segments. Let's start.
We know about two-dimensional shapes, and we know that shapes may be polygons. Now we'll talk about solids. And solids are objects that do not lie flat in a plane. They have length, width, and height. This is a prism. A prism is a solid with two parallel faces that are congruent polygons. The lateral faces are parallelograms, and it's called corresponding to the shape of the base. In this case, we have 5 sides in the base, so this is pentagon, and this is pentagonal prism. This is a pyramid. A pyramid is a solid with exactly one base, which is a polygon. The lateral faces are triangles. This one is triangular pyramid. We may have other types of pyramids. This one is called square pyramid. A pyramid is named for the shape of its base. A cylinder is a solid with two bases that are parallel congruent circles. A cone is a solid with exactly one circular base and one vertex. Polyhedron is a solid whose faces are polygons. Of the solids that we were talking about, only prisms and pyramids are polyhedrons. Skew lines are lines that do not intersect and are not parallel. Unlike parallel or intersecting lines, skew lines do not lie in the same plane.
Okay guys, use your workbook now. Okay, let's start. Open your workbooks. Solids are objects that do not lie in a plane. A polyhedron is
Mr. Page what?
okay, you will find this in the first section. This is lesson 9.1.
Yes, I found it.
Okay, write the number of the page in the chat. A polyhedron is a solid whose faces are polygons. And as you know, now we have only prisms and pyramids are polyhedrons. What lines are lines that do not please mute your mic. Here we are talking about skew lines. They are lines that do not that do not intersect and are not parallel.
Mr. Can you zoom?
Zoom. You can do this on your screen, and please use the chat. Okay. In this one, we have two skew lines, this line and this line. They are not intersecting, and also they are not parallel. Okay, and they cannot be in the same plane. A prism is a solid that has two bases that are two parallel bases that are congruent polygons. In the next one, we are talking here about this object, and this is pyramid. A pyramid is a solid with exactly one base, which is a polygon. It may be a triangle, and maybe quadrilateral, maybe anything else, maybe pentagon, and so on. And the lateral faces are triangles. In this one, we are talking about this solid, and of course, this is a cylinder. A cylinder is a solid with two bases that are parallel, congruent. What they are? Yes, it's circles. In the last one, this solid is a cone. A cone is a solid that has exactly one circular base and one, of course, vertex. In this example, we are going to name solids and their parts. In this figure, describe the base, name the figure, and name the part labeled CD line segment. Can you see the base here? If you know what's the shape of the base, you can let me know in the chat. That's the name. The first question is the base. What is the base? The base is rectangle. And of course, the figure is rectangular pyramid. Excellent. Excellent, Mu'ammal. In question number 2, we're going to recognize solids. In this toy, we have common solids. The box is, okay, write in the chat. Cube, excellent. Sorry, in the first question, we didn't finish CD line segment. This is edge, and it's in the base, so it's a base edge. If it's in the lateral faces, it's called lateral edge. So we have here the box. This is you see that it's cube, and if you notice that the base is not square, it's rectangle, so this is rectangular prism. The head this head, sphere, excellent, the hat, this one, Kun, excellent Muhammad and Muammal, and with what on top? This little one, sphere, excellent. Okay, let's move to the next question. Okay, let's move. In question number 3, we're going to identify skew line segments. For each figure, name a pair of skew line segments, a pair of parallel line segments, and a pair of intersecting line segments. Please mute your mic. Okay. In the first one, I want two skew line segments. Before we start this, I want to tell you that your answer may vary. You may have another answer for the question. Okay, we have here many skew lines, many pairs of skew lines, and this is sample answer. Okay, we have BC and DE. These two are skew lines. They are not in the same plane, and the plane is like a face or a base, and these two are in two different faces, and they cannot be in the same face, so they cannot intersect, and also they are not parallel. Pair of parallel lines, we have AP, AB, and DE. These two lines are parallel because they are in the same face. So parallel lines should be in the same face, in the same plane. And two lines that are intersecting also AC and DF, excellent, they are two parallel lines. Now I want two intersecting lines, maybe BC and sorry, not EF, BA. Okay, this is wrong. Okay. Guys, this is BC and BA, for example. These two are intersecting. In the next one, in the next question, because BC and EF, these two are parallel. In number B2, skew lines, for example, MP and QO. MP, this line, and QO. These two are not in the same plane. two parallel lines, the only answer here is MB and NO. Two intersecting lines, we have many. For example, QB and PO. QB and BO. These two are on the same face and they are intersecting. Okay. Okay, again guys, in number A, this EF, this is wrong. Change it to be AB, for example, to be intersecting with BC. Let's move to the next question. In this one, you are going to solve by yourselves and come back to see the answer. You have 3 minutes to finish the 3 questions. Okay, start. I'm with you in the chat. What polygons? What's the name of the polygon? What's the name of the solid? Okay, the figure is pentagonal prism. JK line segment is a lateral edge. J and K are vertices. Okay, next one. Number 2. What common solids will a stage crew use to build the stage prop at right? We have 3 solids here. It's clear that these 2 are rectangular prisms. What about this one? What's the shape of the base? The base in this case, take this face as the base, because the 2 bases should be parallel, and this one in the top is not parallel to the one down, so you should take the one facing you, and this is trapezoid. So trapezoidal prism and 2 rectangular prisms. The last one, for the figure at the right, name a pair of intersecting line segments. So we have here many intersecting segments. For example, AB line segment and BC line segment. These 2 are intersecting. AD and AB also are intersecting. Excellent. You may have more than one answer. Excellent also. BA and AC. Good. Okay, that's the end of the presentation. I want you first to know that I've corrected question number 3A, part A, correct it again. Make sure that you did that. It's BC line segment and AB line segment. These 2 are intersecting. If you don't have a question, you can leave the conversation and go for the assignment on Classera. Anyone, do you have a question?